In this captivating episode, we delve into the complex relationship between Sophia and her roommate, exploring the depths of Sophia's troubled past and the impact it has on her interactions with others. Despite her penchant for bullying, Sophia's friend Emma remains steadfast in her support, refusing to let Sophia's actions go unchecked. Sophia's broken family has left her lacking in empathy and understanding, causing her to dominate, blame, intimidate, and take advantage of those around her. This inability to relate to others and comprehend the negative consequences of her behavior is a recurring theme throughout the episode. Amidst their shared love for badminton, Sophia's lack of focus becomes apparent during a game with Emma. Frustrated, Emma takes a moment to inquire about Sophia's distraction. It is then that Sophia reveals her constant reminder of her roommate, whom she has yet to apologize to for her past wrongdoings. As night falls and Sophia lies in bed, memories of her bullying resurface, prompting her to devise a cruel test for her roommate. This test involves balancing a book on her roommate's head while standing on one leg, with the consequence of receiving punches to the stomach if the book falls. Through this gripping narrative, we are compelled to reflect on the complexities of human behavior and the lasting effects of past experiences. Sophia's journey serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy and understanding, urging us to consider the impact our actions can have on others. As the episode unfolds, we are left questioning whether Sophia will find redemption and learn to navigate her relationships with greater compassion and sensitivity. While Sophia reminisces, suddenly her room door swings open on its own. To her astonishment, she catches sight of a shadow, resembling her roommate, but with an unnaturally pale face and wide-open eyes. Overwhelmed by fear, Sophia instinctively shields her face with her mattress, only to witness the shadow inching closer to her bed. Trembling with terror, she lets out a piercing scream and flees to her warden's room. The commotion prompts some of the hostel residents to investigate the late-night disturbance. Among them is Sophia's friend Emma, who rushes to her side to offer solace. The sight of her warden standing by brings Sophia a sense of relief, and she proceeds to recount the harrowing encounter she had in her room. Concerned for her well-being, the warden instructs Emma to prepare Sophia for a visit to the nearest clinic for a doctor's consultation. As Sophia's fear intensifies, she begins to experience symptoms of illness, including a rising fever. In the dead of night, Sophia is struck with excruciating stomach pain and desperately needs to use the restroom. She tries to wake up her roommate Emma for some company, but Emma remains fast asleep. Frustrated and in pain, Sophia decides to brave the trip to the toilet alone. However, just as she enters, the lights suddenly go out, leaving her in complete darkness. Sophia's frustration turns to fear as she suspects someone is playing a cruel prank on her. She begins yelling, threatening to harm whoever is responsible for the lights going out. As she stands there, terrified and alone, she hears a knocking sound coming from the adjacent toilet stall. Sophia quickly exits the restroom, her anger now mixed with fear, only to find no one there. To her horror, she then hears the sound of a toilet flushing from one of the stalls. Summoning her courage, Sophia cautiously approaches the stall from which the sound is coming. The door appears slightly ajar, and with trembling hands she pushes it open. What she sees inside sends a chill down her spine. Her roommate, wearing a sinister smile and raising her hand towards Sophia. Overwhelmed with terror, Sophia lets out a blood-curdling scream and flees for her life, colliding with her dormitory warden in her frantic escape. She quickly recounts the terrifying events to the warden, who, with a calm demeanor, proceeds to investigate the restroom. As the warden checks each stall, Sophia anxiously calls out, but receives no response. Summoning her courage once more, she cautiously approaches the last stall, only to find the door closed. Sophia slowly opens the door, only to be confronted once again by her roommate, who now looks Sophia angrily with heavy breathing. Overwhelmed with fear, Sophia bolts back towards the exit, her screams alerting the other residents of the hostel. Emma, having been awakened by the commotion, witnesses Sophia running towards her and immediately embraces her, providing a much-needed sense of safety and comfort. Sophia's health has been deteriorating rapidly, causing great concern for those around her. In an effort to help her recover, the warden suggested that Sophia take some time off and rest at her family's house. However, despite being away from the hostel, Sophia's condition continued to worsen, and she began experiencing vivid illusions about her deceased roommate. The situation was devastating for Sophia's family, who sought medical advice and were eventually referred to a psychiatrist. In an attempt to understand what might have triggered Sophia's distress, they turned to Emma for answers. Emma knew the truth about what had happened to the roommate and revealed that the day before her death, Sophia had given her roommate a glass water bottle to take water from the water dispenser at the hostel canteen. The water bottle looks nice and it's expensive. It was a gift from her boyfriend. Sophia had warned the roommate not to break the bottle, threatening to harm her if anything happened to it. On the way to the room, the roommate unfortunately slipped and fell down, resulting in a broken water bottle for Sophia. Filled with water, the broken bottle added to the chaos of the situation. Frightened by the incident, the roommate urgently sought Emma's help to inform Sophia about what had happened. Upon hearing the story, Sophia's anger flared up, prompting her to search tirelessly for the roommate throughout the entire hostel. Meanwhile, the roommate, terrified and desperate, sought refuge in the dusty storeroom, despite being an asthma patient in need of her inhaler. As the night wore on, Sophia's search proved fruitless, leaving her and Emma unable to locate the roommate. Concerned, Emma took the matter to the hostel warden, who rallied a group of students to comb the hostel compound before filing a police report regarding the roommate's disappearance. Tragically, the search ended in the discovery of the roommate's lifeless body in the storeroom. Following a thorough investigation, the police concluded that there was no foul play involved, attributing the roommate's death to her inability to breathe in the storeroom without her inhaler. However, the police remained puzzled as to why the roommate had sought refuge in the storeroom. Only Sophia and Emma knew the true reason behind the roommate's decision to hide in such a perilous place. A UNESCO report says that 32% of students are bullied at schools worldwide. Bullying is becoming a major problem worldwide. Sadly, bullying is quite common, and while pervasive in elementary through high school, it can also occur in other settings, including with siblings in childhood and far into adulthood, among work colleagues, work supervisors, friends groups, and other social communities. So often, people that intentionally seek to intimidate others are hurting due to their own difficult life experiences, and they lack the coping skills to manage their pain in a healthy way, so they externalize their hurt onto others. People are more likely to experience depression if they have been bullied, particularly if the abuse occurs over a long period of time. If you have been bullied and are experiencing symptoms of depression, talking to a mental health professional can help. Be safe. Thank you for watching. That's all for today's video. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have any suggestions and experience related to the content, feel free to leave them in the comments below and join us on this journey.